beautiful people? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court. And today's topic is going to be what women really want from their boyfriend or husband. But before I get into that, if this is your first time watching, I want to give you a little bit of background about myself. I graduated with my sociology degree back in 2006. I got my life and relationship certification last year. I've been working with children and families for over the past 16 years. And when I started Fruitful Seeds, it was to kind of redirect that energy more towards helping relationships, helping people in relationships have better communication skills and understanding the differences between men and women, how they think and how they operate in a romantic relationship. If you want to follow more of my work, go to my website, www.fruitfulseeds.com, or you can follow me on Instagram or go check out my YouTube channel, Coach Courtney Gatlin. Please like and subscribe. So, on to today's topic. I am excited about this one today because this one today could make and break. And guess what? While you guys are at work, while you guys are working in your factories or you're at Kohler, or you're doing whatever, I am here studying and trying to give you guys as much quality content as I can. So what you can do for me is please like, comment, and share. If you find any nugget in this, pass it on to your friends, pass it on to your family, because this is what I do it for. I don't do it for the notoriety. I don't do it for any of that. I do it so I can teach you guys and help you guys not make the same mistakes that I've made over the years. Because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to get your heart broken. And I also know how it feels to find love and what that really feels like. So, on to the topic. What women really want in relationships. I'm going to go for my bullet points, okay? First, they want a man who has a sense of purpose. I did a video earlier this week called Women Lose Attraction When You Have No Purpose. And that is actually something that a topic that I did a lot of studying on. And it's funny because it manifests the women that you want when you actually start living in purpose. They automatically manifest into your life. You just meet all these different quality type spouses that you never knew existed. They were in your universe. So when you come up with a purpose, when you have a purpose, I mean, you'll carry yourself with such a different swagger. You'll have so much more confidence about yourself. And women are attracted to that. Women love a man who knows where they're going. They have a purpose and they're driven toward that purpose. A perfect example. I mean, think about all the people that you have as friends that, you know, deem themselves as like music artists or just regular artists. And they have a ton of people just like following them and in love and kind of in lust with them because they have a purpose. And whether the music is either good or bad, they still have this following about themselves. And you're somebody that's like, man, I sit here and work my butt off 9 to 5, and I can't meet somebody that's of quality or somebody to chase me. I can't get somebody to chase me like these people are being chased. It's because you have a purpose. And when you have that, you know what God's calling you to do. And you carry yourself so much better. Like you have such a stronger energy. Your vibrations is just going to be way higher than somebody that doesn't know where they're going in life. Earl Nightingale said that if you think about a ship out at sail and it has no guidance, it has nowhere to go, the odds of them reaching their destination will be zero. They'll be spinning in circles. They'll drift, what Napoleon Hill refers to, and they'll have no direction, no guidance. And when you have no guidance, you're basically lost. And women don't like somebody that's lost. If you find a purpose and you live it in purpose, that's very attractive, my friend. Good listening skills. Is this a nugget that it took me a really long time to understand? Because as a man, men, we like to solve problems. When our woman comes to us about an issue, automatically we have the cogs turning in our head like, all right, what are we going to do? How are we going to solve this? How are we going to get this resolved? And a lot of the times, that's not what they want. They want you to just simply be there, be present with them. They want you to listen and understand them. That's it. That's it. They want you to be their best friend. Because think about when you go and you watch, you're sitting at the coffee shop and you see women gathering together. They're all besties. And they're just going. They're back and forth. And they're cutting. Oh, yeah, because of this. And oh, yeah, because of that. And you can't keep up. As a man, you're like, wow, they're really going at it over there. But that's how they relieve their stress. That's how they bond. And at the end of that day, when they come back from their coffee date or their girls' night out, they're much happier, and they have they're just more vibrant after that because they've gotten everything off of their chest that they needed to. And as men, we need to learn how to open our women up that same exact way to get them to open up to you where they can say whatever, they can feel safe and comfortable to come to you and cry with you without you getting annoyed or feeling as if you need to get on the defensive side. Because what happens is, as men, if we can't solve the problem, we'll feel like we're the problem. We'll feel like we're being attacked and we need to either get away from you or get frustrated or try to solve it. And that's not what they want. Good listening, active listening. I wrote that in my book, Fruitful Seeds, how I planted my seeds for growth throughout separation and divorce. I wrote that in my book. They want somebody that's a good active listener, not there trying to solve their problems. I can go on and on about how to be a good listener. Okay, first, I'm gonna keep going. So I had somebody reach out to me earlier this week saying that, and this happens all the time. They'll come in my inbox and they say, yeah, well, you should have said this, you should have said that, you should have said this, from a couple of my coaching clients, email coaching clients. And I'm saying, a lot of times I read this stuff and I'm just shooting from the hip. I get on these live sessions and I'm shooting from the hip, teaching what I know and what I can pull from my database upstairs right away. And if those people want additional consult, then they reach out to me from my website and set up a coaching consult with me so we can get a more in-depth view on what's going on in their lives and how I can help them out and what tips and tools I can give them. But a lot of times when I get on here, I'm shooting from the hip. Good listening skills. The conversation isn't over until your girl has the last word. That's probably one of the best pieces of advice I can give you. You want them to feel as if, I'm relieved. Thank you for talking. Thank you for listening. Because if you can't get them to completely open all the way up with you and feel safe and comfortable and actually like pretty much crumble in your arms, then they still don't feel completely safe with you. They don't feel as if they can be completely vulnerable. And that's where you want to get your ladies to. That's where you want to get your ladies to. And also, I didn't put it down in my notes, but the love language is another part. It plays a key role into how to understand what your women want. And they have tests online. You go take the 5 love language test. Go find it and figure out what her love language is. And that's another way you can deeply bond with your ladies. They want to be courted. Man, listen. I sometimes scour Reddit and check out their relationship conversations. And I've had past clients, and I've done it in my own personal life. When you stop courting your lady, guess what? Somebody else eventually will come along and do it for you. Just saying. And I'm not saying that women are unfaithful and they're conniving and scandalous, but once they check out, those guys that were in the background, that were always wanting to get with them, that were just sitting and waiting on you to screw up, they're going to come in and they're going to be, oh yeah, he's not a good listener. Tell me more. If you were my girl, I would definitely. And what happens is when these women who don't have their baby's fathers in the picture and they're single moms, a lot of courting goes on over the internet, over Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. A lot of courting goes on over that. And it just replaces what should naturally happen. Naturally, you should be setting dates. You should be going on dates and going places with them, and not trying to get with them over media, because you can't tell text tones. You can't understand what the body language is at the moment, what their mood is, but they'll be courted over that. This is why those dating apps and stuff have taken off so well, and they get paid monthly subscriptions because people don't have the time to get out and date like they used to. You know, with single moms, single dads, they don't have they're balancing out the schedules together. They can't get out and make these interactions happen in person. So they'll much rather go through the dating apps where it has all the little selections there, right? Do they smoke? Do they drink? Do they do this? Do they do that? Like they're taking all the hard work out of dating. Like, it's all right. You fit right in my slot. And I posted a post earlier this week about how people don't feel as if they'll ever find their soulmate. But I joked a little bit and said, your soulmate is out there, but guess what? They had opposite weekends with the kids. It's kind of funny. But it's true, though. Because when you're out, you don't tend to run into people. But people that care more about their family and their kids, that actually take their kids serious, they won't back down off of their visitation. Or I should say placement. They won't back down off of their placement. Hey, for everybody just joining, please like and comment and share. I appreciate you for coming in and watching the live. This was a good one today. I'm really excited about it because I feel this can really take people's relationships to the next level. And they also want somebody that is considered their equal. Nothing less, nothing more. They don't want somebody that feels as if they're inferior to them, because once women like a challenge, and if you're no challenge, if you're somebody they feel as if they can run over. Somebody told me this not too long ago. They said, he was really nice, and what nice equates is a beta male. Somebody who kind of walks with their tail between their legs and they have their head down. If you go to the mall, you'll see those type of married couples like that. The man will be walking behind, and the woman will be, large and in charge, marching forward with the kids, and he'll just kind of just be like, behind, maybe scrolling his cell phone. You can just tell that the balance of power is way out of line, and women don't like that. After a while, they'll get really bored with that man, and they'll feel, because they want somebody that's an alpha male, somebody who's going to lead the pack. And if you're not an equal, but they also don't want somebody who's abusive, manipulative, and shows narcissistic personalities, qualities. They don't want to feel like they're losing their. I'm gonna get to that next. I'm not even gonna go there. They don't want to feel as if they're beneath their spouse. They want a partnership. If you guys are just joining, the first three were they want somebody who has a purpose. They want somebody who has good listening skills. And they also want somebody who's going to continue to court them. And that's going to be my next push. Court. Never stop courting your wives and your ladies. Don't stop. No matter how long you've been together. Break up the monotony. Okay? Be spontaneous. The last one. A woman wants you to give them their freedom. Okay? So if you're these guys that are overly jealous, overly controlling, if you're controlling everything within their lives and they're feeling like they're smothered, like they can never leave the house, and without you texting them within the first 15 minutes of them leaving, they can't have a girls' night out without you freaking out. I mean, it goes, it's people that are out there that are really insecure. And what it is it shows them, the women know this, they can sense it within their being And I said before, a woman's intuition is incredibly accurate. They will sense that insecurity in you from a mile away. They can sniff it and smell it. Like, oh, yeah, this guy's insecure with himself, which doesn't make you a catch anymore. They want you to be a catch. They want you to be somebody that's going to be comfortable with them going out and doing what they, having fun with their girls without you getting all bent out of shape and feeling as if they're going to leave you. Because that means you think that they're going to leave you. You thought they were going to leave you from the beginning. And deep internally, you're feeling like, I don't know why this girl is with me in the first place. So it's only a matter of time before she leaves me. They don't want to feel smothered. They want their freedom. They want to be able to come and go as they please, And this is something, listen, it took me so long. Hello, everybody. It took me so incredibly long to understand this myself. And it's just, I have worked a lot on myself. I got a lot of work to do. But while I'm doing my work, I'm also going to be helping other people do their work. It's because of my attachment style. I'm an anxious attacher. And it was some things that happened in my childhood that I didn't know was the reason why. And basically, when it all comes down to it, my dad left when I was 3. He went to the military, which is awesome. I mean, he's done some great things. And that kind of triggered this like abandonment in me. I went ahead and started a mentoring program because I knew exactly how it felt to not have a dad around. So when people have this type of attachment style, they feel as if it's only a matter of time before you realize that this person is too flawed to be with. And that's not true either. Like they can be the most attractive, most healthiest, most successful, most rich person you've ever encountered in life. And you have no clue that they had this type of attachment style. I mean, I've seen articles with guys that are like stalking their ex-girlfriends or stalking their girlfriends and, showing up at their house uninvited. And from the outside looking in, you're thinking like, why on earth with this? He can get any girl he wants. You like, why on earth is he doing this type of stuff? That's just insane. Like, it doesn't make sense. But until you understand what attachment styles do to people in romantic relationships, then you won't you won't ever comprehend it. Because their self-worth, the way that they feel their self-worth is substantially low. And until they do the work on themselves, it's going to always be that way. No matter how many relationships they get into and out of, it's just going to always be there. So to review, I got 5. All right, so 5. Women want somebody that has a purpose. They want somebody that's a good listener. They want somebody to court them consistently. Set date nights. They want an equal, somebody who they feel as if they're partners in crimes. And not crimes, but whatever. If you want to go the Bonnie and Clyde route, you can. And they also want somebody who's going to not take their freedom away from them. They don't want to feel smothered. Or they don't want to feel overwhelmed. Because especially when you're dealing with women who have avoidant attachment styles, if you try to take the freedom away from an avoidant, they will take their freedom. They will shut you out. They will completely close down to you because they feel they like their autonomy. They like their independence. And if you try to take that away from them by trying to force them to do things or force conversations or force them to do stuff that isn't their idea, then they'll just completely cut you out of their lives. They're great at moving on. So, if you found this information of any value, please like, comment, and share. And if you want my personal help, one-on-one, we could do via I've done it through Facebook before also. Facebook, FaceTime, Skype. Please reach out to me. My website is www.fruitfulseeds with the Z at the end. Send me an email. And as always, like, comment, and share. And happy Friday. I love y'all.